Hi, welcome. My name is Bonnie, and today I'll be teaching you scientific notation. I'll be teaching you how to simplify it, multiply, and divide it. Let's begin. The definition of scientific notation. Scientific notation is a way of writing very large or very small numbers. It is when a number between 1 through 9 is multiplied by the power of 10. Here are two examples. 2.1 times 10 to the power of 2 equals to 210, or 4.2 times 10 to the power of negative 3 would equal to 0.0042. Vocabulary. Base, the number being multiplied. Exponent, the number on top, the number of times you multiply the base. As you can see, 5 to the power of 2 here is going to be our example. 5 is the base. 2 is the exponent. Evaluate, to solve, to find the value of an expression. 2 plus 6 is our expression, and after evaluating our expression, we get 8. Positive, a number greater than 0. Negative, a number less than 0. As you can see on our number line here, if the number is positive, then it will be on the right side. If the number is negative, it's usually on the left side. Simplifying positive numbers. 2.1 multiplied by 10 to the power of 2 equals to 210. Over here, we have 2.1, and we move the decimal twice over here to get 210. Why is that? That is because 10 to the power of 2 equals to 100, because our exponent here is going to multiply our base, which is 10, twice. So it will be 10 times 10, which equals to 100, has two zeros, so we're going to move the decimal point twice to the right because our exponent is also a positive number. Simplifying negative numbers. 4.2 multiplied by 10 to the power of negative 3 equals to 0.0042. Over here, we have 0.0042. As I demonstrate with the arrows, I move the decimal points 3 times to the left. 10 to the power of negative 3 also equals to negative 10 times negative 10 times negative 10, which equals to negative 1,000. Because of the 3 zeros, we're going to move it 3 times to the left. And because of the negative, it's going to be the left, not the right. As you can see on top of our base, which is 10, our exponent is a negative, not a positive. If it was a positive, we would be moving it to the right. But since it's a negative, we're going to move the decimal point to the left. Multiplying. 2.6 multiplied by 10 to the power of 4 times 5.6 multiplied by 10 to the power of 9 equals to 1.456 times 10 to the power of 14. First, we want to grab these two numbers here, 2.6 and 5.6, and we're going to multiply them, which will give us 14.65. Then we're going to take the exponents from each one in parentheses. This one is 4 and this one is 9, and we're just going to add them up because it's multiplying. So we're going to add these both exponents up. 4 plus 9 equals to 13, and if we add these two together, we're going to get 14.65 times 10 to the power of 13. 13 is on a 10 because we got them from here, and 10 is always going to be there as we just add these two numbers together. And since in scientific notation, the number is always between 1 through 9 multiplied by 8, 10, we're going to have to move this to 1 over, and we're going to add this 1 to the 13. 13 plus 1 equals to 14, and that will leave us with 1.456 times 10 to the power of 14. Dividing. 2.624 times 10 to the power of 4 divided by 6.4 times 10 to the power of 6 equals to 4.1 times 10 to the power of negative 3. First, we're going to take these two numbers over here that do not have exponents, and we're going to divide them. 2.624 divided by 6.4 equals to 0.41. Now we're going to take these two exponents and subtract them. And since division is the opposite of multiplication, and when you're multiplying, scientific notation, you use add, we're going to subtract because dividing is the opposite of multiplying and subtraction is the opposite of addition. So 4 minus 6 equals to negative 2. And if we add them together, both of our answers, we'll get 0.41 times 10 to the power of negative 2. And since the first number over here has to be 1 through 9, we're going to have to move the decimal point up 1. And we're going to do that. So it's going to be negative 2 minus 1, which will give us negative 3. And if we add them all together, it would be 4.1 times 10 to the power of negative 3. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something in this video about scientific notation.